Newfoundland. The Rock. The fishery here lasted 400 years. Then the cod disappeared. And so did most of the boats. But not all. They're the last of their breed, pitting themselves against the North Atlantic and each other to keep on fishing for anything they can catch.
What a morning in the office!
The Midnight Shadow, outbound from Twillingate, skipper Richard Gillett at the helm.
I was born to be a fisherman. My dad said you didn't have any other choice, he said, because I bred it in you. Whatever crawls or swims in the ocean, I'm pretty much on their tail.
Right, over there, John. All right.
His seasoned crew is led by first mate Justin Pardy. Everybody calls him Juice Can.
Oh, Juice been fishing with you now, I say 13, 14 years. You know what they say is everybody can be replaced? No, there's only one Juice Can.
Turn off that pump, Richard.
You got her.
Yeah, I trust Richard with my life. We've had some good times and bad times, but like I say, we've got out of all of them so far.
Okay, guys, gather around. I'd like to do a briefing. We're going to have to go to the north, and it's going to be dangerous, going to be cold. Are you good with that?
Yes, skipper. I'm with you, buddy.
Rock and roll. All right, let's get her done. All clear, full speed ahead.
His goal, fill the hold with Atlantic snow crab, 15 tons of it, and do it in just 3 days.
If we can get out there first, the crab should be there waiting for us.
Get there first and the rewards are huge, $60,000 for a boatload of crab. But come home empty and nobody gets a cent.
The crab fishery for us is unique because in April month when we start the crab, here on the northeast coast, we face ice conditions.
North Atlantic pack ice, starting 112 nautical miles north of Twillingate and stretching 90 miles from side to side. Richard could steam around it, but that would take an entire day.
My method for fishing crab is to go hard and fast.
Instead, he pounds through.
You see that big chunk of ice over there, and that's what we call Widowmaker, the growler. But that's as big as our boat, if not bigger. You strike one of those, they'll open you up like a can opener.
2 hours into the ice field, the frigid Labrador current gets stronger and the pack ice builds up.
There we go, thicker here, a lot thicker.
The ice closes in on every side, surrounding the fish, steel stabilizers that hang from booms on both sides of the boat.
You gotta get the fish up. You gotta get the fish up. We got ice. Juice Can, come on.
Hydraulics, Richard. Ready, buddy?
In heavy seas, the fish keep the boat stable. In heavy ice, they're a menace.
You can't drag the fish through the ice, right? If you drag it through the ice and hooks in a pan and all of this can come down. The spar, the booms, the whole and shebang off. Everything, you can tear it all off the roof.
That's good.
Fish is up, but they will never last now.
All right, we got to get the hell out of this.
Yeah.
You be my eyes.
Little bit to the port, Richard. The worst case scenario now is we hit a big pan and puncture a hole in our boat and take on water. And I tell you, once we go down, we don't come back.
I'm telling you now, this water is deadly. In a matter of minutes. A matter of minutes.
Big one on the starboard side, skipper.
Hang on, hang on, hang on.
Oh.
What's going on?
I think we just hit a big one. Juice Can.
We'll check the hull before we go on any further.
Yeah, I'll get out and have a look.
Okay. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, a little scratch there, Rich. Nothing big, I don't think. Bye.
Good. All right, come on back aboard. All right, let's go.
The pack ice closes in behind them. There's no way to go but forward, through another 35 miles of ice to open water and the crab grounds.
We need to be the first ones out.
Across Newfoundland in the Gulf of St. Lawrence,
Let's find some fish.
the Sea-Doo steams out of Cowhead, with Conway Kane's on the lookout for the catch of the day.
I guess we're the underdog. We're the little one in the fleet, just trying to log a living out of the fishery and hopefully gain a little bit of respect from everybody to say, you know, we're here too. We haven't got the big boats. If we got a boat, she's as sound as the rest of them. Oh, man. Crash and burn, man.
His dad, Rick, is the skipper.
Jesus, 5 fathom tops. Ain't that a heavy full set? Hey, little fella, loosen up that rope there.
Conway runs the deck with a ragtag crew of greenhorns, including Hurricane Dave Hewlin, just back in Newfoundland after 20 years in Alberta.
My biggest concern, I guess, on this boat would be falling overboard. I can't swim.
Their goal today, fill the hold with capelin, 50,000 pounds of it. It's worth just $5,000, but on the cash-strapped Sea-Doo, every dollar matters.
Gotta make some money, some fuel to put back in this rig.
The tiny capelin move in massive schools. It's a cat-and-mouse game to find them.
You gotta be here somewhere.
Then, contact.
Yeah, there comes there, look.
A sonar hit right under their keel.
Holy sh**, we're going to try her here. Come on, boy.
They have just minutes to trap the fish in the big net.
When you're ready, go!
The timing has to be perfect. The capelin are a moving target. Here 1 minute and gone the next. Circle the fish and trap them in a big net before they can get away. It's an underwater rodeo.
Take another turn, take another turn. Okay.
And they won't know if they win or lose until they haul in the net.
There's no fish there, not fish, see? What happened? What happened? They must have went backwards, I suppose. They must have been going the wrong way. I thought they were going to the eastern. I guess they were going to the western.
The capelin have outsmarted them.
If you can think like a capelin, you'll be a millionaire. So, because obviously I'm not a millionaire, so I don't think much like a capelin. We're going to keep plugging at it.
"150 nautical miles north of Twillingate, the Midnight Shadow enters the crab grounds.
All right, buddy, I think we're clear.
Whew, thank God we're clear of the ice. Now we're on the move.
We're clear, guys.
Hey,
Clear, mate.
A little over a mile to go now.
There isn't another boat in sight.
No fisherman is going to tell you where he's getting his fish to. No fisherman. We don't even tell our wives where we're to. Crabbing's like berry picking. If you got 6 people going up through the berry bushes before you, they're picking all the berries. When you're coming behind everybody, no berries left. Bastards are deep, eh?
Now, Richard looks for just the right place to lay his crab pots.
This is too much shit here to tell. What I like to look for when I'm fishing for crab is soft, muddy bottom. If it's a hard bottom, I'll get a double echo on my sounder. And if it's a soft bottom, I'll only get the 1 echo. What are we doing now, boss?
You can call on a scientist, artist, or magician. I got confidence in Richard. We find crab, definitely.
No, I think it's a good spot.
Yeah, boys, I think there's something there. Let's get ready, let's get ready. The boys will come back here on deck and get the squid on the skippers for bait. For the crab, when the smell of the bait goes over the bottom, it's just like somebody ringing the dinner bell.
The deck on the Midnight Shadow is too narrow for big steel crab cages,
Let her go!
so they use small stackable pots. They're strung together on 3,000-foot lines called fleets.
We have 60 pots in one fleet. Usually run 8 fleet per day when we're crabbing.
By the end of the day, the crews dropped 500 crab pots 190 fathoms down on the ocean floor.
There should be a bit of crab now when we get back. Everything good?
Everything's good, buddy.
We're clear.
Full speed ahead.
Richard doesn't want other crab boats to know where he's laid his pots, so he steams away for the night to avoid detection.
All right, let's put the throttle on her and get out of town.
It's a new day, and 180 nautical miles to the south, in Valleyfield,
Finally made it. Got us all slowed down. Good God.
it's sailing day for the Justin and Jason 2.
Hurry up, come aboard.
Captain Paul Tiller in command.
We're a bunch of hard-ass fishermen. That's what we do. We fish, and we fish hard. All right, you get them stabilizers down now. Roger.
Skipper Paul is bound for his own secret crab grounds, far out on the fabled Grand Banks, and the seas are picking up.
There you go.
The Justin and Jason 2 is just 44 feet long, but the stabilizers help to keep it steady in rough water.
There's been 35 knots called for first evening along the coast, so we're going to get a little bit of wind for sure.
Their goal, 28,000 pounds of crab worth $56,000. It's a big job, but Skipper Paul has the guys to do it.
Work. I went through a lot of guys to get the crew I got there now. They're older crew, they're more experienced crew.
And they love a challenge.
No, we're going to quit now.
Paul and deckhand Gary Goodyear bet on who can go the longest without smoking.
First man who gets caught with a smoke, $100.
$100?
$100. Come on.
I'm probably going to chew my fingers off.
I could buy a lot for $100.
Let's see.
It's an 18-hour voyage to the crab grounds.
That's them shagbarks coming up. They got to stay right on that line going in through them off here.
5 hours out, first mate Jason Tiller, Paul's brother, takes the helm. As the seas get steadily rougher,
Boy, supper started.
What is it? The cable broke off.
Holy shit.
Is it? Stabilizer smashed right off on the side of the boat. What is it? The cable broke off.
Holy shit.
Is it? Stabilizer smashed right off on the side of the boat.
crisis on the Justin and Jason 2.
Get the in the boat. Get up. My stabilizer broke off. I'll get your troubles on.
Get the road, tie it in. Come on, boys, hurry up. You ain't got time around. You just got to get out and get a load.
A rogue wave has torn off the port stabilizer arm. They have just minutes to haul it on deck before it punches through the fiberglass hull and sends them all to the bottom.
Get some ropes around it, on tight. Break the stabilizer off.
We got to get that on the deck. Down to the rail, in through. Line on tight now, Mark. Holy Keep her with the locker.
I'm trying to make an answer.
Don't put her in gear or not, just keep her going straight.
They can't use the engine because the steel fish that hangs from the arm is too close to the propeller.
Fish was right back around the stern of the boat, so if I'd have put that boat in gear, the prop would have wrapped that up and we'd have been screwed.
Watch it, Jason.
Jason has to get a line on the stabilizer, fast. One slip and he'll fall into the freezing Atlantic.
When you fall in that water, you probably got 4 minutes. Grab it on. Jason, first of all, you should have a life jacket on up there in that rail. I can't turn around to come back and get you. Get your life jacket on. Get your mind. Your mind is going a million miles an hour when you get your brother out hanging off the side of a boat.
Jason tries again and again, and finally hooks the stabilizer.
A little bit more. Now tie the down where you can't be moved.
Now they have to get the fish free from the prop. Without engine power, they're dead in the water.
Hold up! Everybody get it up! Hold up! Oh, that boys!
4 of us on that fish, right, scoring our friggin' guts out to get that aboard.
All on it!
It's not the weight of the damn thing, it's the pressure when you're going up through the water. Well, we got it done, right?
Oh, my, Russell. Lord jumping. That's a new one. We got lucky. Hopefully it happens never again. God, off the bit! Oh, smart, good ball. You break. And we're going to go in the shore. That stabilizer got to get fixed and put back on the boat to get us back to the crab grounds as fast as possible.
On the Gulf of St. Lawrence,
Yeah, baby! Come on, fishy, fishy!
Conway hits the jackpot. After coming up empty on his first try,
Well, I see some fish in there swimming around.
he now has a massive school of capelin in the big net. The guys on the Sea-Doo could get their entire day's catch of 50,000 pounds right here and go home as winners.
Oh, lots of fish coming up now, boys.
I feel real good about today. Seems like the future could be bright for us today. Hold her down, close her off. Get twisted and go around that way. Holy sh**, you got a shark. You got a shark in it. It's never a good situation when someone says there's a shark in the sea.
It's the last thing they need. The shark, with its rows of razor-sharp teeth, could tear up the big net.
Just haul up like the twine there, see if you get enough here to come out. That bit of twine don't mean too much to these great big animals.
A new net costs $40,000. And Conway can't even afford the few $100s to put fuel in the Sea-Doo.
No preparatory tear a hole in the seine. So we gotta let it go, eh?
Conway makes a tough call.
Now you watch this now, we're gonna release this fish. What we're gonna do now is dry it up and roll the fish on out over the corks.
Man, that's a lot of money to let go here.
Yeah, but it's no good and just to screw up our seine. Ready, Dad? Let it go. Yep. Shark is gone, look.
It kind of hits you in the bottom of the gut there, you know. You put a lot of time and effort into this shit. And now you gotta let your money go out to sea again.
Leave that like that for now. We'll come out and straighten it up in a little while. That person we all weigh in.
Skunked. The Sea-Doo heads for port with an empty hold.
We were very lucky.
A grim new day on the Justin and Jason 2, limping into port after an all-night voyage, and a brush with death.
I'm still alive.
The stabilizer arm snapped off in rough seas and almost sent them to the bottom.
If it went in through the boat, we'd have sunk like a rock. It's scary.
I've been fishing for 25 years. That's one of the most dangerous situations that I've ever been in.
We're all here now. We made it in.
That stabilizer got to get fixed and put back on the boat as fast as possible.
A lot of damage. You fellows are lucky.
Yeah.
We should be able to get ready again tomorrow.
All right, perfect. Yeah. We got to get back out on them grounds and get at the crabs as fast as possible.
We need to get going.
Far out in the North Atlantic, the midnight shadow is on the crab grounds.
Keep an eye out there now, boys. It should be ahead of us there a little bit.
1 o'clock, Richard.
Boys sighted.
Richard and his crew left 500 crab pots to soak overnight and steamed away to avoid detection. Now they're back to haul in the catch.
We got her. Now, all we need is the crab.
Looking great. Looking great.
We're on the crab. We're on the crab.
Getting thicker, getting thicker. More crab, more crab.
Full pots. It's like winning the lottery.
That's crab, man, that's crab.
More sneaking up our ass here now, isn't there?
Then, the first sign that they're not alone.
Somebody thinks we got crab.
Richard's not the only one with crab pots in the water.
Oh, in about 3-4 mile range here, there's 7 boats there. And each one of them got 600, 700, 800 pots each. Lots of gear, lots of gear.
And before you know it, big trouble.
Look at it. Oh, Jesus, what a mess we got.
People shooting close together, and it ends up then you got 2 strings tangled together, and big mess.
Go down as far as you can with it.
Richard could cut the other boat's gear to free himself, but out here, it just isn't done.
It might be competitive, but we're not assholes. Nobody wants to lose gear. You don't want to make bad friends out here because you never know in a minute when that guy that you just started getting in an argument have to pluck you out of the water or vice versa. We're hours and hours and miles away from anybody to help you. Huh?
Then, a major crisis.
Look out, look out, look out!
Stop!
For f***'s sake.
Watch it!
Oh.
Huh?
Big trouble on the Midnight Shadow.
Look out, look out, look out!
Stop!
For f***'s sake.
Their crab lines are tangled in gear from another boat, and it's steaming away.
What the hell? What the f*** was that?
Hurry up, the other side!
It could cripple or swamp Midnight Shadow.
Whoa!
Juice Can releases the line just in time, averting disaster.
The boat next to us there now is tangled into our gear there. They started steaming away, and it all came bare tight, scrunching and banging, and so it's not fun and games.
Makes it look like amateurs. And tangled up and everything like that. I definitely don't like fishing in traffic. Headache.
There's nothing to do but wait for the other boat to free itself, trusting that they won't cut Midnight Shadow's crab line.
String of our gear is $10,000 a shot. And if we lose that gear, you know, we're done for the season. Hang on there, boys. What's going on aboard there?
And there's some Richard orders.
Clear now, is it? I think you got it now!
It takes all morning to untangle the mess, time Richard can't afford. The crabs on board will start to die within 3 days, and he still has a lot more to catch.
Now there's more new boats coming, even more gear on the bottom, so we got to move now. We got this hole fished out. And we got to keep going, looking for more crab, more crab, more crab.
Misery on the Grand Banks.
Not getting no better at all.
The Justin and Jason 2 lost 2 days of crab fishing with a broken stabilizer arm. Now they're back at sea. And Skipper Paul's in big trouble. The crab pots are coming up almost empty.
I got 2 VHFs, autopilot, 2 sounders, 2 radars, but apparently I got an air crab finder. So I need to get a crab finder.
Your last pot, did 7.
I don't know about this. What kind of count we get?
339.
339. Yeah, that's not many crab.
Disgusting. There's nothing you can do about it, nobody.
No crab means no pay for anybody. Gary may have to go back to his old job at the fish plant.
I wasted most of my life working in the fish plant. You're barred inside. To me, that's a prison. Fishing is 10 times better.
Paul could turn tail and go home with his tiny catch, or keep on fishing. For him, it's no choice at all.
I'm just going to throw it down somewhere else and hope for better results.
He sets course for a new location, 2 hours farther out to sea.
If I was a quitter, I wouldn't be fishing.
Across Newfoundland,
The cable are coming up. There's all fresh capelin.
there's joy on the Sea-Doo.
Go, go, go.
They've trapped a net full of capelin.
Got a full circle on that time. Never went down.
Oh, wicked.
It'll be a big payday provided nobody screws up, including the rookie Hurricane Dave.
I know I'm gonna be better. I got the balls to do what's gotta be done. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I got a twist here in the rope.
Okay, start all over. Over the top. Just take it on. Hang up your clothesline. Better come back a bit.
Landing the catch, it's the big moment, and everyone has to pull their weight.
Now.
Oh my.
Jesus, oh Jesus.
Oh my.
Jesus, oh Jesus.
Of capelin.
Get all this thing up, and I need my whole crew.
Conway has to land the catch with 4 guys or lose it all.
Everybody got to work together here, boys. 1, 2, 3, lift and haul. 1, 2, 3, lift and haul.
Holy.
Now we got to get this out of the boat. Turn around, sis is gonna spit money at us. She's coming, boys.
It's a big haul. 30,000 pounds of capelin go into the hold, with Hurricane Dave on the sidelines.
You can't keep working, I gotta go get another guy. And that ain't what I wants to do, start training somebody else again. I gotta get in and see what's going on. What you doing, pal?
I'm feeling pretty useless right now.
Let's go ashore, I guess.
I'm staying aboard the boat. I'm not going ashore because of this. It's gonna be devastating for me if you do that. Right, I'll get up there somehow. Oh. 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 I gotta tough it out and get this work done for these guys. Jesus.
How you doing there, David?
Oh, it's coming around, boys. It's getting easier.
Suck it up, Buttercup. The hurricane just been downgraded to a tropical storm. Oh, Davy.
No rest for the wicked, buddy.
No, no.
On the other side of Newfoundland, far out in the North Atlantic,
There you go.
the guys on the Justin and Jason 2 are finally on the crab.
Jumping Josephat. It'll be the best one yet, Morris. Yeah, a lot of crab in that one.
I gotta go out and buy his awesome gear to speed him up a bit.
The mother mama. Yeehaw! We're on overflow now, buddy. Look out, Jace, they're coming.
In the hold, Paul's brother Jason scrambles to keep up and to keep an accurate crab count.
Who gets the 10, Paul? 2010. We just pulled in about $4,500 worth of crab in a half an hour. That's not too shabby.
Ice is melting really fast. It's melting ice right from underneath.
Melting ice, it's a big problem. Their bounty of crab could spoil.
All that ice is melting pretty fast down there.
The what?
The ice. All that in be the wall is shucked right away from the wall.
That's all we need. No ice melting on us fast.
Keep a close eye on. I'm going to keep the hatch covers down, try to make it last a bit longer.
Yes, don't let no covers up.
Yeah.
We're up to the southern there and the water is warmer, that the ice is melting a bit faster than what it normally do. We wouldn't want any of the catch to spoil because we lose thousands of dollars. You could stand to lose a lot of money.
"300 nautical miles away,
Let's go fishing.
the Sea-Doo pounds through the Strait of Belle Isle.
Look for the whales, Ricky boy. Look for the whales.
Conway has 30,000 pounds of capelin on board, and he's counting on hungry whales to lead him to one last big haul.
If you see a bunch of whales around, there's got to be fish around because they're chasing them. There he is. Come on on your port side.
Go in and see if we can take his lunch from him. Let's stay there, look. Yeah, that's it, boy.
The sonar lights up. A pod of whales is feeding on an enormous school of capelin.
Holy sh**. Come on, come on, come on.
There's not a second to lose.
Well, right in front of the boat.
The whales are beating them to the capelin.
Is he ready there yet?
No, he's not ready. He hasn't got the motor going.
I'm ready.
He's ready now, Rick.
Let her go. There you go. Go.
They have just minutes to trap the fish.
Hydraulics on?
Yeah. Steady, steady, steady. Whoa, slow down, slow down. Slow down. That's not good.
The big net rises, and their hope for a big capelin haul sinks.
That's herring.
They're hauling in the wrong fish.
Whoa, slow down, slow down. Slow down.
Nightmare on the Sea-Doo.
That's not good. That's herring. Well. Problem for the plant. Plant is bad up for processing capelin.
If there's too much herring in the net, the plant won't pay as much for Conway's catch.
Yeah, well, there's only way to find out was take it off. Good there? Yeah. Oh, turn it on. Okay. There she comes. Yeah. Holy ain't a herring. It's all herring. What do you want to do? Have to let it go, but I don't see much herring. Unless he wants to pick the herring out of it.
Conway makes the call.
Oh, no.
They'll separate the catch, one herring at a time.
Well, pump it in. Yeah, everyone's a good day. Be a dog all day for this. Hands and knees picking out fish.
They've been fishing for 14 back-breaking hours, and now this.
Oh, herring, oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus, eh? Oh. Herring. Leg with trouble. Looks a lot better. Dad? Oh, yeah.
Job done. They've finally filled the hold of the Sea-Doo with capelin, 50,000 pounds of it. Conway and the boys are going home as winners.
Got our load of fish. At the end of the day, got her done. We're good to go. Let's go home.
It's a new day on the Midnight Shadow.
Boys, boy-sided, 3 o'clock. We'll mark this string ace in the hole.
Skipper Richard has left all of the other crab boats behind and dropped his crab pots at his secret fishing hole.
Everybody's after them to make a living and provide for their family. I got to wear the skipper hat and come true for the boys.
We got a deadline to meet. We got no other choice. Just gotta be good.
He has 5,000 pounds of crab on board. He's looking for another 25.
There you go, there you go.
That's more like it.
When you see pots coming like that, you're making money. We're on our way. We're good.
Come on, Jiggy.
Hold him down, you little gerbil. We're backed up. There you go. We're in the money. Money made, money made.
They've landed more than $50,000 worth of crab in one go. They're going home with a full hold.
I think we got crab fever.
$200 nautical miles away,
St. John's traffic, Justin and Jason 2, scared 19 north.
the Justin and Jason 2 steams into the port of St. John's.
Back to civilization, if we can call it that.
Skipper Paul has 28,000 pounds of crab on board.
All right, tire in there.
But after 5 days at sea, with the ice melting in the hold, they're starting to die.
Come on, let's get it out.
The crab been aboard too long, so let's get it out as fast as possible.
The haul is worth $56,000,
Hell no.
but only if the crabs pass inspection.
Coming up, Gary. You lose a crab, you lose money. Bottom line.
All the other boats never had no problem. We shouldn't either.
Yeah, we probably was up there a bit longer, though. Yeah, some week there, you'll probably have to go check on that there now.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Just see for life there. Borderline.
Dockside inspectors look for dying crabs. 20% of the catch can be classified as weak and still pass inspection. But any higher, and they're in big trouble.
How you doing? All right. How's it going there now, boss?
I'd say about 30%.
We're hitting 30%. How you doing?
Bad news for the Justin and Jason 2.
How's it going there now, boss?
I'd say about 30%.
We're hitting 30% week.
They've just landed 28,000 pounds of crab in St. John's, and inspectors say almost a third of the catch is dead or dying.
So what happens from here?
We got to phone the fisheries.
Perfect. All right. Thanks. Oh.
What?
We're at 30% weak now.
30%.
She'll call in to the plant to get that crab processed as soon as it gets there.
Sick.
They'll have to jump the line and get their crabs processed the minute it reaches the fish plant. There's a lot of money at risk.
Good day, sir. I believe we got a bit of weak crab there.
Just because it's weak don't mean it's dead.
Gar, how much longer is it going to take to get that out, you figure? 45 minutes? Yeah, about 40 minutes or so.
Make sure not too much crab in the pans and leave room for ice.
The fish plant is 4 hours away by truck, and the crabs are getting weaker and weaker. Every minute counts.
We started working like crazy. The faster we got it out, the faster it's going to the fish plant.
Coming up, Gary. Let me know, huh?
Damn.
Crab is offloaded now and on the truck, so it's on his way to the plant.
Now there's nothing to do but wait.
So our hands is tied, and I guess we'll find out what happened to the crab.
We're headed to town.
Homeward bound. After 3 days at sea, Skipper Richard brings the Midnight Shadow into Twillingate with a full load of crab.
Well, come on, boys. I want to get home and see my daughter. Spend a little time with her now. She cries every time I leave.
All right, boys, bring her in. Hook her on low. Like a glove. Come on, you moneymaker, come to Papa.
It's a $60,000 haul.
Woo!
Skipper Richard gets half, and the rest is divided among the crew.
Like that. Because we're soon going at the area.
Way to go, buddy. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go.
I love fishing. The natural oil that you get from this fishing is unbelievable. Don't tell anybody, but I do it for free.
And for Juice Can, there's another reward.
Get ready!
A reunion with his 9-year-old daughter, Jenna.
What are they? Red Dead Zone?
Today sucks.
High anxiety on the Justin and Jason, too. Much of their 30,000-pound crab catch may be spoiled and worthless.
We could stand to lose a lot of money.
They're waiting for word from the processing plant and fearing the worst.
Hey, Scott, Con. Yeah, we're just calling to see how that crab turned out there, that bit of weak crab there. Yeah, so I just got off the phone with Scott about that crab.
Yeah. How much we lose?
Bad news is we're going to lose half the crab.
We're going to lose half the crab. Half of it.
Yeah, you just get paid for half the catch.
Well, that's not good.
No. Yeah, well, that's it. So you can do with that, eh? So what do you think about that?
I don't think none of it. That's gut right.
Yeah. Nah, I just with you. We only lost about 350 pounds.
You SOB!
That's less than 2% of the catch.
I just figured I'd with you a little bit.
Well, you done that. Oh,
That's the best and worst news I've ever
no,
heard.
what a moron.
The crab trip's a roaring success. The payday? Just under $60,000. And that calls for a celebration.
We only got tonight, get our turbot gear on, and we're right back out at it again. Listen to a bit of music and hopefully get drunk. I mean, like fishing, you're really a band of brothers. I mean, you're basically family.